Mic check, mic check. Hey, what's going on? It's Inventor here, again with the Diablo 4 Season 7 PTR. Now we're going through the Vessel of Hatred campaign to get from 1 to 60 with the Blizzard Sorcerer. So far, I carried out a 1 to 60 with the Companion Druid, Thorn's Barb, and Minion Necro, so now I think it's time to do one for the Sorcerer. If I have more time later today, I might attempt a second 1 to 60 for another Sorcerer build, and while using a different leveling method. Same as before, I've reset my account by copying it over from the live servers, meaning we are simulating a fresh start with no aspects, materials, etc. Our goal with this walkthrough is to see whether or not campaign leveling got nerfed and how long it takes us to go from 1 to 60 with this method and compare it to the other runs I've done during this PTR. So because of that, we're going to be starting from the Vessel of Hatred. We skip the original campaign, which doesn't give us much XP at all and isn't relevant to this run, and then we're going to start with the most recent campaign, which is Vessel of Hatred. Again, unlike the past PTRs, this time we can create a seasonal character to use Witchcraft and Headhunts. Those are the seasonal mechanics and zones, respectively. But because we won't be touching the seasonal content in this gameplay, making a seasonal character here is mainly just for a fresh start. So we're going to start off on normal mode. That's because the majority of the XP that we're getting is coming from the campaign quests themselves. Those are what are giving most of the XP, and those are not connected to, like, the amount of XP I get from the campaign is not tied to the difficulty of the run. So we're going to also do one other thing a little differently. I'm going to set it to this layout so that we can actually time things. Getting on my horse, and we start the Vessel of Hatred campaign over the Cathedral of Light, and there's some dialogue here, and I have to sit here and wait anyway, so I'm just gonna talk while while all of this is going on. Skip this cutscene. Skip this. Right. And then this is where Univar comes in, starts talking. So the game plan for leveling, since I need to go over this, normally we do aspects and then we do our main leveling method. In this case, it would be the campaign. However, I don't really have any aspects that I need on this particular character. For tempering recipes, we will be using natural finesse as always because it is plain damage, unless I get like one of the other recipes like frost finesse that gives me. Wait, no, that's natural finesse. Frost finesse that gives like plus cold damage, vulnerable damage, damage to frozen enemies, but that's probably, well, we're gonna stick with natural finesse until we get that. Now, in terms of offensive aspects, there's a lot of generic damage aspects that can be quite useful. I always like to refer to like, well, this isn't a generic damage aspect, but I'll talk about control a little later. Aspect of elements, aspect of inner calm, and I'm just trying to find aspect of elements. I don't know why. I think I may pass by. Okay, so aspect of elements, aspect of inner calm, edge masters. Yeah. So we can get like edge masters too. But in this case, there are no aspects that are specific to Blizzard, which is the main build we're using here, that would boost your damage. So Glacial Aspect exists, but you can't unlock it from a dungeon. So we can go straight into the run this time around, although if I really wanted, I could get Aspect of Control to boost my damage against most monsters, but in this case, I don't think it's necessary. The majority of struggle that I'm going to have is against bosses, and this only really helps when they're staggered. So I'd rather just get into the run and use what they give me along the way, because they give me plenty of gear, and I also have to get a mercenary and get pale marks and reputation and all that. Plenty of equipment that way. There. So let's I think we can travel to Kyovashad, and then, I mean, it's like right there, but I think since we're close enough, it should take us directly. Nope, it's not even the case. I thought it would just port me directly there without having to go through the loading screen, but this will save us a couple charges on the horse. So we made it to level 2, and we're gonna keep running down. Right, one other thing I needed to mention regarding aspects and campaign and game plan for leveling, I also need to point out that normally you would be able to do seasonal journey stuff and things like smoldering ashes, but in this case we don't have that available in the PTR. So just know that if you had enough smoldering ashes, you could get some XP boosts as well. That helps a little bit for leveling, and elixirs too once we get access to those. I think this is the last thing I'll say before we get. Oh wait, no. I just remember. Oh, we don't have access to mercenaries yet either. But yeah, that'll come a little later once we go through the campaign. Probably the first like 15-20 minutes or so. I can pick up one of my pets. This will help me pick up materials, and then of course, we want to get our make our way towards Blizzard. That's unlocked in about 14 levels. So until then, we're just gonna start with Incinerate, just for the time being, and yeah, get Blizzard when we can. Okay, and got teleport, maybe a couple ranks into glass cannon already capped out. I'm gonna try to max out elemental dominance, and we'll go from there. Oh, also conjuration mastery got reworked into primordial binding, so this you're not locked into running hydras with whatever skill you want anymore. So we can actually potentially go into like defensive skills if we want. Must have your dog with you. Yeah, yeah, we do have our dog with us now. All right. So I should have actually started the timer here, but it's okay. All right, let's oh, not this one. Where we are. I take like no damage from these guys because it's normal mode. Yeah, but what's up, Simon Gentry? Yeah, just to fill you in, we're carrying out our 1 to 60. This time with the we're using like a Blizzard Sorcerer for it, and we're going through the campaign to make this happen. So, yeah, just let me know. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Know if you have anything you want to ask me about. Here we are. There we are, and then we just have like a couple more monsters, and we can go in. And I teleport in. Okay, hopefully the rest of this run should be a little quicker. Uh, okay, Reverend Mother Prava, and we have to. I forgot how much dialogue we have to sit and listen to, but
I am here to seek aid.
right. Magpie in flight. We go to Gyakul. We have to go through all that storyline, and then I think after this, yeah, we're just gonna progress through everything like we did before. Clear Avalon, Urivar, and uh, the the Herald of Mephisto or whatever. Right, I have to go around this way. I keep forgetting. I'm supposed to make it in. And here is we're here. Here. We're gonna head in here. I wonder if there's a way to speed up going through the dialogue, but all right. Then here, there's gonna be more monsters that show up. Okay. Just gonna toast them all here with Incinerate. I use Incinerate as my initial leveling tool because it is, I would say, by far the fastest thing to level with in the first couple levels, since it does so much damage and it cuts right through everything. Damage reduction. Yeah, I could do Enhanced Familiar and then Invoked Familiar just so I can get some extra damage from that. Or alternatively, because I need mana anyway, I'll do Ice Armor and Enhanced Ice Armor, and then maybe Shimmering Ice Armor if I have an extra point later. Blizzard. Yeah, next level's Blizzard. Right. And this level up gets me to level 6, and we can get a point into Blizzard. Yeah, let me take this one off. I can respec out and try to do this one for now. Just so that... Yeah, because I need to have, I have like 3 available points. Or I need to use my 3 available points in such a way where I still have 6 before core skills. So I think this is actually okay. I have 3 in Elemental Dominance, 1 in Fireball for now. I'll switch that to something else later. Or maybe I can even do this, actually, because I'm not using Fireball. It doesn't even matter. And then I have 2 extra points I can put into either Frost Nova or Flame Shield. I think I'll do this one, and I'll go into Mystical Frost Nova a little later. I don't really need Flame Shield right now, especially, but yeah, maybe later we can use it. So, let's pick that up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. Okay. Just want to get our skills all in order. Once we get our skills in order, we can keep moving on here. Blizzard does provide chill, right? It should. Yeah, I definitely still need my more damage on my Blizzard. But that's not gonna be for a little while. Like, I need to get more gear and then temper stuff onto it. Okay, something dropped, but then I didn't see it. Okay, approaching level 10. Gonna need to do splits for that. Drifter's boots, apprentice wand. Maybe I might just leave my gear as is. I always take the time to pick stuff up, but not even. I can't get back on my horse. Okay, now I can. There we are. That's level 7. Ah, Blastwave Shrine actually does quite a bit here. I'm gonna ignore the items that drop in favor of using my Blastwave Shrine to get me right through this part of the mission. So I'm gonna have to go the other way. Blizzard brought to you by Blizzard, yeah. Increased damage to frozen enemies. Blizzard's duration increased by 4 seconds. No, that one's probably the most important one here. And this thing does chill for 18 seconds. Okay, or 18%. Good. Yeah, good old Blizzard. Good old Blizzard. Okay, so we have the hold here. It does take a bit to get going. I think last time I did this, I remember thinking to myself that it would be better to do the, if you could run like some aspects, then that might speed things up a little bit, because then by the time you finish the campaign, you're like a slightly higher level. I mean, eventually you'll get to level 60 anyway, though, no matter what. And even if you don't, you should be able to just run 1 or 2 strongholds or like a couple whispers. You should get there. Yeah, with more Retson. Yeah. I mean, I'm quite happy with my Blizzard, so. Yes, I am running through the campaign right now. Goal is to try and see how long it takes me to do the campaign, and then measure it up to how long it takes me to complete, the seasonal zones, the headhunts. So I've already done plenty of those headhunts. I'll probably do another headhunt later today if I have the time for it with a different sorcerer, but for now, I wanted to compare this character to the other ones. Is kind of what I had in mind. Not this character specifically, but like leveling with the campaign. And see what level I'm at the end, and then we'll know if it's been nerfed or not. Because when I did the campaign originally, by the time I finished, I was like when I say the campaign, I'm talking about like all of the extra missions that come after the campaign too. I did say the crumbled bridge. Okay, so I'll just wait here. I'll examine. So yeah, the last time I went into the campaign, I was like level 60 after I did all the extra missions, or extra quests. But now I'm trying to skip through this. All right. But now I don't know if they have nerfed or reworked the leveling for the campaign. I just hit level 10 actually, so I think with live split I can do that, yeah. And then we can that okay, cool.
This is Nahantu. Help is needed, so help is all. Good. Then let's search the river.
So we're skipping through all the dialogue. This is not like a slow play for the campaign. We're trying to get through this as quickly as we can, just so that we know how much we need. Okay. Mage's Blizzard extends it by 4 seconds. It's good. Oh yeah, that froze them alright. Well, I have an active blizzard. I gain 1 mana regen for every uh 20 mana I have. So I have like 100. So that's like 5, right? It's actually written on the skill itself. True. I am running low on mana though. Ow. And I got 2 points into Blizzard here. Good. Maybe I can actually put a point into Mystical Frost Nova instead. That way I have a proper source of vulnerable against things like this big monster here. This is why it's also good that I opted not to play on hard mode or anything beyond that. These monsters actually do take some time to kill. Let's grab these. This one has an incinerate. Oh, okay. Overheating aspect. I think they reworked that, but yeah. This is great for incinerate. Really strong aspect. If you get that really early on, that would be a steal. But right now, I don't have that. Well, I'm not using incinerate, so that's the main issue here. Okay, we can continue. Bring her here to the den. We're gonna head over to the den. We're gonna go straight there.
Me and Morel both.
Of course they locked it down.
So they locked it down, so I have to go down. Oh, speak with her here. I gotta go back this way then.
Old friends.
Okay, well, we go down this way. Yeah, how about you, Simon? Are you also playing the PTR right now, or are you with like on PoE with everyone else or PoE too? I I think I mentioned I wanted to get in on PoE too, but I just don't have the time to start right now because after the PTR I'll be busy for a little while. So I want to do the PTR. I feel like there's a very finite stop and end point, so that's kind of where we're what we're aiming for here. I actually think movement speed might be pretty clutch here. If I had move speed. Yeah, this is a nice thing about Blizzard. It's kind of like a fire and forget kind of skill, so I can ignore most monsters. I can just put down Blizzard and run. Beat Burn Knight's ambush. I don't even know where they came from. I don't know why you're lagging. Choppy image. I'll check Twitch. Yeah, sure. Please do. It shouldn't be lagging because like I can see my own stream and it's not like it's not lagging on my end. So I think that's a little strange. I'm gonna ignore most of the gear for now that drop. I don't think that they're relevant right now anyway, until I get rares. But I do need enough equipment that I can salvage though, because I'm not gonna be getting all of the materials handed to me from Whisper caches since I'm mainly gonna be going through the campaign. So I need to find another way to get enough materials I can upgrade my equipment. So that I actually do have to pick up gear. They will also give gear along the way too. But, yeah. Okay. Which is fine. All right. Nice. It's always choppy and non too. Yeah, I suppose it is. So Twitch is okay, but it's a YouTube problem. Well, I mean that's good to note, I guess, but yeah, I don't know why that would be. I need another couple points into Blizzard, and then I can start working my way through the rest of the tree. Okay, getting a lot of damage on stuff now, which is nice. Search away for into the den. So then there's this rope. Oh, I have move speed on this. Yeah, I think I'll keep the move speed. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the move speed on my boots here. I think that move speed is actually pretty important, considering that the main way that I'm going to get through, well, everything is just by, like, running through it. Is he still talking, or?
Years ago, I ran a mercenary company out of this place. The Pale Hand.
Okay.
I had less to lose than.
So then next we're gonna maybe get some points into, not sure. I guess Permafrost, Hoarfrost, Icy Touch. They reworked Icy Touch so that you deal increased damage to vulnerable enemies, rather than only with frost skills. I can also get elemental synergies. That's another really good one. But I think I'd prioritize these
And you will need
3
that,
skills
my
first.
friend. You will never regret hiring one of the Pale Hands.
But then yeah, elemental synergies will be a boost to damage. But I mean, yeah, making a sorcerer is very straightforward. It's nice.
Friend, you're hard.
Okay. I think that I should be able to. There we are. Now I can. I don't need to go too far. I can just salvage everything. I can temper damage as a starting point. Especially because this is a rawhide, right? So, okay. I can't even... I don't have that much rawhide just yet, but we're gonna get there. I'm gonna leave it be for now. Oh. Right, because I've already done the quest before. I'm just running through the campaign, so they've, like, the feature... Like, this feature has already been unlocked. Like, I've already done the quest once before, so I can actually pick up any one of these guys. Like,
Recognize it.
kind of funny that Subo, who's already here, is who we're looking for. But yeah, unlock this, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's any better option than Rahir. Like I could probably use like Subo or Varyana or well, it doesn't really matter any of the mercenaries, but I would go with Rahir. You really can't go wrong with Rahir.
He's strong for having such. We can get a good view of the
Oh.
road from the southern cliffs.
So I like Rahir. He has his he can, like, just passively having him, he can give me like 15 to all resistances. He can give me like increased damage. Really can't go wrong with Rahir. Gonna run up this way.
Something the matter?
Now I'm fine.
Search for Nayrel. I think it's down here, right? Remember right? There we are. So to answer your, oh yeah, I think these are the best, but there's some people who run other.
Said she kept the charisma.
They have other, like, the other mercenaries have like plenty of other skills that are also quite helpful. So I try to be Rahir, I think that is just the best in general. But like Subo, for example, the thing with Subo is I think he reveals all of the herbs and all the monsters on the minimap, if I remember right, as his passive, which if I was to level in headhunts, I probably would use Subo. Maybe I'd use Subo. The thing is, I have to think about it, but with the headhunts already show you where all the herbs are, so that's half of Subo's passive kind of gone right there. Then the other half is just he reveals all the monsters. Now that's very useful, right? But I think one of the other whispers handles that too. So yeah, I'd have to really consider it. Here, investigate the clues, and then there's some dialogue.
Not for a few days.
Missing arm. Thought you were just missing a hand. To answer your question, I download PoE too, but I'm playing PTR today as soon as I update the PTR. Nice. Okay. That's good. I think the last time we talked, you said you got your PC back, right? So I wasn't, I didn't actually play yesterday, but I figured that you would be on grinding stuff by then. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. Honestly, I've liked this season a lot. I've heard a lot of people complain, but like, what else is new, right? Anything else? I don't have a lot of time in December to play. Yeah, same here. That's exactly why I'm waiting until probably closer to next year to really get in to PoE 2. It it's unfortunate that I don't have the time to get in on PoE 2 while everyone's playing. It was like a very hyped up release, and I was myself looking forward to playing it a lot. But um, yeah, like I'm not gonna have time in December to play it. But I will have time at the start of basically start of January to give it a try. I can't like here. Yeah, I'm not gonna have time until start of January. I think like start of January. I'll have maybe like a week or 1 or 2 good weeks to play some PoE 2. Then I'm thinking that after that I will get in on the Diablo 4. Like when that season actually begins, I'll be like fully ready for that. I'm gonna be very hyped
A drag infestation.
to mess around with that. Wow, these barriers are like way too strong. Like they have more health than the actual monster itself.
Could you
There we
clear
are.
their mess? This place was meant to be sacred. Not a
2
broadcast will
mana
dress
per second.
up.
Okay, that's good. To watch us, not necessarily to play. I see. Yeah, yeah. Similar boat here, I think. Servers didn't come up for 4 hours or so. Oh, were the servers down for PTR? I didn't know. Yeah, but Subo is great for farming. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Aaron was saying Subo's great for farming, and I think that I completely agree. Subo's great for farming, which is exactly why I would I don't want to just say that, yeah, like Rahir is definitively the best, because yeah, Subo has his advantages. And I think even Varyana has a way to apply vulnerable damage. If there was no seasonal mechanic, or if you're playing on like Eternal or something, then you might not have such an easy way to apply vulnerable on most monsters. So, yeah, that's where Varyana comes in pretty handy.
I'll need to tend our connect. Wehacho akara. Haeo. Lakusa itakun kehega.
Hey, God. Alright. PoE 2. Oh. Okay. Well, that sort of makes sense, though. I mean, there were a lot of people who were very excited for PoE 2, and it was, like, a very hyped up game. The PoE's been out for a very long time, like, ever since, I think the times when there were people who were saying that there were people who were saying that PoE was like what the successor to like Diablo 2 all those years ago, and I mean people have been playing it religiously ever since. And so yeah, when PoE 2 comes out now, like it's not like this is something I've been thinking about for a while. Grim Dawn I think came out after the Path of Exile did, and Last Epoch is a fairly recent game. Like I don't know how else to really say it. Like it's been a very recent game. I think that they took like quite some time to release, and I want to talk about that a little more later. But yeah, like Last Epoch is kind of starting from the ground up. It got a lot of hype garnered around it, but it definitely takes some time for them to build up that same level of loyalty. I wonder. Like, I was watching a video about it recently, and somebody pointed out that a lot of people are really stuck in their sort of comfort games. Like for me, I'm trying out all these. I'm trying to try out new games as much as I can. But there's some people who, they finish work and they just want to go into the games that they know that they're going to enjoy, which is perfectly understandable and respectable. But okay, sure, I just gotta defend them. But by doing this, that kind of means that yeah, like Last Epoch, if people are gonna play it, that it has to be like a very deliberate decision. It's not like oh well, PoE 2 came out. It's just gonna be the sequel to a game that you already play. No, like Last Epoch is its own thing entirely, and I think that they still don't have a cross-platform for like console, which I find kind of interesting. Like yeah, if they could release on console, that would get them a lot more. That would garner, I think, a lot more attention. They hit 1 million viewers on Twitch yesterday. I'm not even surprised. It's kind of a big thing. Like even my own viewership for D4 is like pretty down. For oh, okay, yeah, more mana per second. That's like #1 priority. If all my gear can roll